So we're back at it with some Assassin's Creed 3. Yay. This is part 6 of all of our cutscenes reaction, and are you ready to get to it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
These are troubled times.
Okay.
The already uneasy alliance between the crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop
Can I assassinate them?
Connor! Spare a moment.
I know, he's a grown man now.
Have a look.
What is it?
A Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yun to...
Nice.
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo.
Yes, my friend.
What brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Yeah.
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse.
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He's called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale! This is theft!
Yeah.
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a
Call it a
promise
sale
to
for
my
marketing
people.
purposes. It's true.
If you
how you
insist
pitch it.
on this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help.
Oh.
What have you done?
I was gonna say, what did the killing sounds
A
have
war.
to do with it?
A hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start.
Oh,
When the
okay.
threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
Aw. That'd be nice
You
again.
could have used a tree.
Sanctions and demonstrations won't suffice, Sam. We need to act, and I'm talking about more than a sternly worded letter.
Well, here comes more than a sternly worded letter.
He's
Enter
also
Connor.
going to demand action.
Ah, Connor. Hello again. What brings you to Boston?
You.
Vengeance.
Would you excuse us, fellows? Thank you. That conversation was about to turn unpleasant. Now, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could help me locate William Johnson.
So I can kill him.
I'm headed to a meeting with some men who should be able to help. Why don't you come along? Well, it's good to see the people finally taking a stand against injustice.
Says the man who owns a slave.
Ooh, sorry? I practice what I preach, my friend. She's not a slave, but a freed woman, at least on paper. Men's minds are not so easily turned. It's a tragedy that for all our progress, still we cling to such barbarism.
Then speak out against it.
We must focus first on defending our rights. When this is done, we'll have the luxury of addressing these other matters.
You speak as though your condition is equal to that of the slaves. It is not.
Tell that to my neighbor who was compelled to quarter British troops, or to my friend whose store was closed because he displeased the crown. The people here are no freer than Surrey.
You offer excuses instead of solutions. All people should be equal, and not in turns.
It's in turn.
Wait, it's in turns for what? I wanted to hear if he had some
It's
sort of...
my home, no matter what you thieves called taxmen say. If the gums in Parliament who want to take my property, you tell them to sail across the pond and take it themselves.
It's not open for discussion now. Open this door or these men will break it down.
Oh, chamber pot. Coming your way.
Bollocks, we're coming in!
Oh, okay.
Trust the mounting evidence is proof enough, Connor.
Continue on. I shall meet you at our destination.
Gotta take care of some British soldiers first.
Nice move.
Yeah. That was a necessary roll. Ooh! Off the jaw. Using him as a shield, that was smart.
Yeah, except they shot after he was already kind of down.
Come on, you lobster back!
I just didn't use him for a shield long enough.
You can't take what's not yours!
There's a lot of them.
Yep. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Come on, you lobster back! You can't take what's not yours!
Ooh! Blood all over him.
Justice for once. I dare the governor to send more.
You all right?
I'm fine. It's not my first dance. For all their teeth and claws, these little foxes, they fight like puppies. Thank you, my friend. I'd buy you an ale, but I'm expecting somewhere else.
Next time.
Yummy one. Okay. Just stab him in the back. All right.
Connor, I'd like you to meet some like-minded friends. The owner of this fine establishment, William Molyneux, and the manager and chef of his newest venture, Stéphane Chaffeau.
Ha!
Ah, Connor and I just had a ball with some red coats enforcing some taxmen outside my home.
The collectors grow bolder and more forceful. Something we must address, Samuel.
Then let us raise a banner. Something to let the people know that they are not alone. The docks are an angry place of late. Protesters picketing the latest shipments of British tea. The eyes of the city are upon that stage.
A
What's
Bostonian
mean
without
about
his
it?
tea is a dangerous beast.
William Johnson is smuggling the tea off the ships. One of his men tried to sell me this. A sample of what I refused. But it's from those ships. No mistaking the stamp. He's charging a king's ransom. Must be he's making a mint off those who buy it.
Where is he now?
I've never met the man.
May I ask why you seek him, Connor?
He intends to purchase the land upon which my village stands, without the consent of my people.
No doubt the revenue from his little smuggling endeavor is financing the acquisition. A tax enforced on tea grants a boon to smugglers. I'll wager the same men who levy the taxes are selling the tea. A stage requires a spectacle, and I may know the play.
Boston Tea Party.
Connor, head back to the docks and see to the destruction of the tea. If you should need us, return here.
Pardon me.
Oh, come on, mate.
Huh.
Okay.
I like how this guy plays. Plays like us. No stealth. We're just gonna run in
Yep.
and kill some people.
Screw the restricted area.
Yeah.
Kneeing people in the face. Ooh.
Let's dance. Oh, nice.
Okay.
It's one way to make an entrance.
Yep. Oh! Brutal. The hatchet. Nice parry. Backwards. Or behind the baggage thing.
I love that move, that like spin into him.
Yep.
Stefan, what is wrong? Where's Sam Adams?
Who cares? I've been robbed! Vont me le payer, ces scélérats de merde!
Okay.
Where are you going?
To get back what's rightfully mine. I will match
your face beyond death yet?
There you go. Got it back. Okay, we gotta defend him.
I was gonna say, like, it's a wonder he's not dead already.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a hothead.
Destroyed? You stupid mongrel! I suppose you want me to tell Johnson his tea just spontaneously combusted? Nonsense. Someone's responsible for this, and you will find out who. But if you can't, I'll gut you and find a smarter mongrel who can.
What do we do? Create a window.
And kill the guy who keeps screaming mongrel.
Oh, bloody hell are you?
Oh!
Like that? Yep. That's the way to do it.
Vicious.
Why? You have no right to rub people blind. By decree of the British Parliament or not. British Parliament? I worked for William Johnson.
Well, we don't like him either.
Johnson?
End his suffering cleanly. Please.
Dude, you're already dead.
The people seem to have an ear for you. What are the things you lost?
The people listen to me only because I spoke the truth loud enough, which is worth 1,000 times the content of my footlocker. The English, they can keep my things.
You did well tonight.
I said I'd buy you an ale when you first helped me.
Let's do it now.
In place of drink, I offer you my allegiance.
Better.
For what it's worth.
Your aid is welcome, and I am grateful. Now, I need to find Sam Adams.
I need to find William Johnson.
What happens now?
We wait for the signal.
What signal?
This meeting can do nothing further to save the country.
That one.
Evening, gentlemen. Shall we be off?
No.
What's the matter?
I have spent today drawn from one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it. Before I go any further, I would like to know exactly what it is you intend.
Of course.
Tea party.
First, we make our way to Nathaniel Bradley's house to fetch the rest of our little group. Then it's on to Griffin's Wharf, where we board the ships and dump the tea. Simple as that.
Simple seems a bit charitable.
Cheer up, Connor. For tonight, we are all victors. The Sons of Liberty get to send a message to England, and you rob William Johnson of his financing. Your village will be saved.
I mean, at least for
I have
now.
an idea. Why don't you lead the way? That should keep us out of any further trouble. Am I right?
Oh my god, we actually get to do the Boston Tea Party?
Guards.
We need to
Oh,
turn
so
the
cool.
crowd's anger to our advantage.
Say the word, Connor, and I will make it so.
William Johnson representative. Oh no, Paul Revere!
We need to keep those bastards at bay while the tea's being dumped. Let me up.
Yeah, with your big ass butcher knife. Meat cleaver.
I mean, I don't think I'd like him if he were on the other side, but I like him since he's on ours.
Just sliced up. I mean,
And I love how the musket people are just waiting their turn, like they're very considerate not to attack.
ooh, nice move.
Yeah.
We've done it.
There he is.
Gunnar? We saved the last one for you. Best we get out of here, huh?
It's a nice mean mugging.
Wow, is that
It
beautiful?
is done.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson is dead?
No. He retreated when we destroyed the T.
Well, it's not done then. It's only just begun.
But had some new scheme, I'm sure.
Exactly.
You should have killed him.
Yeah.
There was no need.
You're an assassin. There's always a need.
Time will tell if you speak the truth.
He's a pacifist.
I know.
It's okay. This world will beat that out of him.
Why are you here? Has something happened?
That's why he's here.
William
Yes.
Johnson has returned with all the money required to buy our land. He meets with the elders as we speak. I have begged him to resist, but I fear he shall have his way unless you intervene.
How is this possible? We destroyed the T.
The Templars are nothing if not resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
You should have heeded my warning.
And Charles Lee was standing right next to him.
You have to stop him.
He's gotta learn it for himself, though, just how dangerous they
Tell me
are.
where they're meeting.
Mm.
One thing to hear it, another thing to experience it,
Izzy
just how we'll never give up.
Johnson's you jot the Rocksta. Guahiganzi what Neganun Haradun Hagedum.
The Guader Harat Guacato. We are not your brother. You speak last, you enough.
I'm not going to go back and talk to the animal to eat. Otherwise, you just kill an animal for no reason. Which is really a dick move.
Those who would betray and manipulate you. First, yet, take the land by force.
We are all too aware of the expeditions your people send.
Nice try. You should maybe just use your gun to shoot instead of charging with him.
Sir William may have a point.
He was waving. Oh, that was in the face.
Yeah. That's what he gets for being nice.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, buddy. And we're like, bam.
Well, hey, what you doing?
Peace, peace. Have I not always been an advocate? Have I not always sought to protect you from harm?
No.
If you wish to protect us, then give us arms, muskets and horses that
Yeah.
we might defend ourselves. War is not the answer. We remember, Stanwix. We remember you moved the borders. Even today your men dig up the land, showing no regard for those who live upon it. Your words are honeyed but false.
Yes.
We are not here to negotiate, nor to sell. We are here to tell you and yours to leave these lands. So be it. I offered you an olive branch, and you knocked it from my hand. Perhaps you'll respond better to the sword.
Are you threatening us?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yes.
He's honest about it now. Ow!
Thought you might send
Yeah, that was
me
a
around
rough
to
landing.
oppose me? An unwise decision.
There you go. She got right to him.
Boom.
Death to William Johnson. Yeah.
Oh no. What have you done?
Ensured an end to your schemes. You sought to claim these lands for the Templars.
Aye, that we might protect them. Do you think that good King George lies awake at night, hoping that no harm comes to his native subjects? Or that the people of the city care one whit about them? Oh, sure. The colonists are happy to trade when they need food or shelter, or a bit of extra padding for their armies. But when the walls of the city constrict, when there's crops that need soil, when there's no more enemy to fight, we'll see how kind the people are then.
The colonists have no quarrel with the Iroquois.
Not yet, but they will. 'Tis the way of the world. In time, they'll turn. I could have stopped it.
By killing them
I
first?
could have saved you all.
You speak of salvation, but you were killing them.
Yeah.
Aye, because they would not listen. And so, it seems, neither will you.
Hell no. The arrogance on you.
I mean, he's not totally wrong about them turning.
Right, but you don't get to be like, I'm your almighty savior
William
and
Johnson
I
is
can
dead,
kill you
and with him,
for
the
your own
Templar plot
good.
to steal the land of my people. But in ending this threat, I have revealed another. On his body was a letter addressed to John Pitcairn containing orders to root out and destroy Patriot weapons and supplies. Should he succeed in this, the colonists will be unable to maintain their resistance, and the Templars will surely take control. So long as Pitcairn lives, the danger remains. I need to find him. He needs to die.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're okay. You realize that some people just need to die.
I thought it might bring clarity or instill a sense of accomplishment, but all I feel is regret.
Hold fast to that. Such sacrifices must never come lightly.
I had to do it. Not only for my people, but for all the others Johnson would have harmed.
It's a start. But to truly be free of Templar influence, all of them must be dealt with in turn.
And by dealt with, he means killed.
Even your father.
I know.
You speak the words, but do you believe them?
Yeah, easier said than done.
Seems we've company.
What is it?
A request for aid from Paul Revere.
Ooh.
Seems the Redcoats are up to something in Boston. Guess you made an impression on the Sons of Liberty.
They mistake me for one of their own. Please tell Mr. Revere he has my sympathies, but I cannot help at present.
You might wish to reconsider. John Pitcairn is mentioned by name.
Where am I to go?
Mr. Revere's house in Boston. If you'd like, I can...
Nope, he doesn't like. A little rough around the edges, it's fine.
Very.
Connor, what a relief. You came. Allow me to introduce
Don't
you
touch.
to William Dawes
Hands off.
and Robert Newman.
Your letter said John Pitcairn was here.
Aye. He's readying an assault on Lexington, where Adams and Hancock have taken shelter. After that, he will march on Concord, hoping to destroy our weapons and supplies. You must help us.
Only tell me where to find him, and I will put a stop to this.
He has dozens, if not hundreds, of soldiers at his command. You cannot hope to match him by yourself. But fear not.
Watch me.
You will not have to. We have an entire army of our own, merely awaiting the order to take up arms.
Then you must call upon them.
Indeed. You and I cross the Charles River and rouse the boys. William, I need you to take the overland route and do the same. Robert, I need you up in Christchurch. Light the signal.
One up by
2
land,
lanterns,
2 by sea.
our enemy comes by sea. No time for dawdling, my friend.
Just
we have lives to
you have a
save.
problem
Come on.
touching shoulders.
He's very like jovial.
He
He's
is!
incredibly warm, Paul Revere.
Look at him, he's got like, he skips.
He's so happy. He's in his element here in the
Only left
revolution.
a single horse. We'll have to ride together.
We get to be on Paul Revere's
You take the
ride
reins,
too?
I'll navigate. Quickly, Connor, get on the horse.
They're like, all right, so got an idea. Forrest Gump,
I'll
but he's an
guide you
assassin.
towards those we need to alert. Follow my directions, and we'll be done in no time.
Yeah, he just gets to go through all the
This is
history.
it.
Oh, I'm so
You
jealous.
have got the right place. Let everyone know that the regulars march for Lexington and Concord. The British are coming! Back in the saddle, my friend. We have more people to warn.
He's so happy about it. It's just, it's great.
I love this Paul Revere.
I know, right?
I feel like he's
This
like,
is it. You have got the right place.
I don't know, like the high school football coach kind of situation. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to place exactly what his persona was. I'm like, I've seen this kind of guy before.
Spread the word. The regulars are coming out. At once.
He's Bolin.
oh, he's Bolin.
This is it. You have got the right place.
He's got the posture and everything. Like he's.
The regulars are coming. Here.
Oh!
Get them.
Crap.
We need to lose them.
Which means ride fast.
Mm-hmm. This is more like a little gallop.
Yeah. We can do better than
Chase
this.
those redcoats.
Or a trot. I don't know. Is a trot
I believe
lower
we
than a
are
gallop?
on
Yes.
course.
Okay.
Let us
Walk,
continue
trot,
the search on
canter,
foot.
gallop.
This is it. You have got the right place.
So you said last time we almost got shot.
Yeah.
Where the devil is he?
Are you sure we are in the right place?
Oh, sure, I'm sure.
I'm never wrong. Oh. Okay.
Prescott?
Evening, gents.
Listen, the regulars are out. You need to rally your men. And, put on some trousers.
At once.
His shirt's tucked into his underwear.
It would appear that way. Into his tidy whities.
Why didn't I ever think
Welcome to Lexington, Connor.
No.
Now let's find Hancock and Adams.
That is a hard no.
No sign of Dawes.
Don't have had any
I
fun.
hope he's all
Nope.
right.
No socks in bed during sex. No tucking your shirt into your underwear. We all have to have our rules.
Paul, Connor. Good to see you.
You need to leave. The redcoats are coming.
Aye, so Williams told us. Let them conduct their little search. They'll find nothing.
You don't understand. Pitcairn intends to kill you.
Been dabbling in microbrewery.
I'm afraid it's true.
I suppose we have no choice then but to go. What of you three?
Dawes and I will continue on to Concord. Connor, it's best you stay here and help our man John Parker hold the town. It'll give us time to spread the word.
That is quite a wig that guy was wearing.
Oh. Okay.
Stand your ground, men!
You've seen better days, John Parker.
Yeah, how old are you, buddy?
Unless fired upon!
But if they mean to have a war, let it begin here!
Pitcairn.
Tuberculosis?
Could be.
Disperse, you damn rebels!
No.
Lay down your arms and disperse!
No.
What the deuce are you doing? Hold your position! Cravens! Traitors!
They are not coming back. We will have to make do with those who remain.
Don't you lecture me or now. Return fire! Return fire! You
Or like not at the ground.
To Concord and warn the others. Show this to whoever leads there. Should be a man by the name of James Barrett. Go on now.
Get out! Everyone run! They're taking prisoners! Run!
A lot of people were just run over.
brother and poor old Robert! We need to do something!
That was a weird way to jump off.
Right?
Blood's been spilled in Lexington, and there's more to come. The regulars are on the march.
You don't say. And why do you think I'm men up here? Go home, or you get yourself killed. Have enough to worry about without some green boy looking to play at hero.
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
can vouch for him.
John Parker as well.
Where's Revere?
Captured?
What?
Fear not. That man's no stranger to sticky situations.
I believe that.
He'll be fine. I'm sure of it.
He'll charm his
You
prisoners.
ladies finished gossiping? Parker
They're
seems to
jailers.
believe you're not completely useless, so I suppose there's a thing or two you might be able to help with. When the fighting starts, we'll need to hold those positions there. They're critical to the defense of Concord. Good boys. Not used to soldiering, they need some with the experience to direct them. That's something you can do. You'd best be telling the truth.
You have my word.
You're kind of a
Then
prick.
I suppose all
James
that's
Barrett.
left to do is wait.
I think to say he has trust issues would be an insane understatement.
Sir! Mount the barricades! No! Ensure my men hold those positions. If the Red Devils break through, we're finished.
What would you have me do?
Listen carefully. The Redcoats will form firing lines.
Yep.
Order the men to shoot just before the line is ready. Too soon and they'll miss their targets. Too late, and the enemy will open fire first.
Understood.
And if any of those bastards make it through, engage them. You must keep my men alive.
Hold fire! Open fire!
That's fun.
Hold fire! Hold fire!
It would only been more fun if, like, it was actually bow and arrows. So you get to say knock, draw, loose.
Hold fire! Fire!
Loose.
Fall back! Fall back!
That's right, you fall back.
Not so fast. Come for you.
We did it! They're turning tail!
Huzzah! You'd be a lot happier. Like that one guy was happy. The other two were like, oh, good. There we go. After him. Bless you.
Thank you.
Takes a true monster to do something like this. At least they're gone.
I should have struck when I had the chance. Do you know where Pitcairn could have gone?
Back into the withered bosom of the British, no doubt. So that he may regroup and plan his next atrocity.
I need to find him. Every day I wait, more will suffer.
Chin up, friend. Many who should have died today now live because of you.
And what of them?
Can't say it to
Do the
everybody.
best we can with what we've got.
It is not enough.
No, it's not.
It never is.
For the support of the glorious cause, I beg they will accept my most cordial thanks for this distinguished testimony of their approbation. But lest some unlucky event should happen, unfavorable to my reputation, I beg it may be remembered by every gentleman in the room that I, this day, declare with utmost sincerity, I do not think myself equal to the command I am honored with.
Truly, there
As
is
to
no
pay,
man better
sir,
suited
I
to the
beg
task.
leave to assure the
Really?
Congress that
I
as
can
no
think of several.
pecuniary
Oh, screw you, Charles Lee.
consideration could have
Charles
tempted me to have
Lee.
accepted this arduous employment at the
Do I
expense
know
of my
you?
domestic ease
I would not
and
expect
happiness.
you to remember.
I do
Come,
not wish
Connor.
to make
There's
any
someone I want
profit
you to
from
meet.
I will keep an exact account of my expenses.
Sorry to pull you away
Those
like that.
I
but
doubt not they
the
will
last thing
discharge,
we need
and
is
that
the
is
two
all
of
I
you
desire.
coming to blows. Now, Connor, allow me to introduce you to our newly appointed Commander-in-Chief, George Washington.
Ah, so you're the one who saved Sam and John at Lexington.
It was the Patriots who did that. I merely lent support.
As humble as he is brave. We could use more men like you. I'm sorry, but if you'll excuse me, I should attend to Charles over there. He looks
Why?
none too happy about being passed over for command.
Huh.
It was good to meet you, Connor.
Instead of me, promotes
Charles Lee.
I'm a general.
Tell me you have news of Pitcairn.
I'm told he's taken shelter in Boston, where he's guarded by 1,000 redcoats. The only way you're gonna get at him is if we draw him out. And lucky for you, we're launching an offensive against the city in order to do just that. Israel Putnam has been given command of our forces. Present this to him and he'll provide whatever aid you require. You'll find him at the encampment on Bunker Hill.
Exactly.
You have my thanks.
No need. It's the least I could do. Pitcairn's a dangerous man. The sooner we're rid of him, the better.
I would say the same of Charles Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's an altogether different beast. Let us leave it for another
It's gonna
day.
take some time, dude.
Best you head to Boston, Connor.
Hold and stay your bit.
What's up, Achilles?
I'm looking for Israel Putnam.
Oh.
On whose orders?
It's not Achilles, but he almost sounded like him at first.
Samuel Adams.
Follow me.
He doesn't
This is
sound like him
not
so much
Bunker
now.
Hill.
Aye, it's Breach. There's been some disagreement as to where we should encamp.
Any news from Boston?
The Tories aren't moving. And any time we try to press them, we lose a dozen.
Are we gonna actually move, or?
I think Putnam and the others plan to assemble artillery on
Just
these
gonna hear a
hills.
story about what we
a
should
good
do.
shelling might make the Redcoats rethink their strategy.
And what of John Pitcairn?
That bastard's the cagiest of the
There you go.
bunch. He's appeared time to taunt us or send regards by way of cannon fire. It's all right, though. He'll have what's coming to him soon enough.
That's the idea. I'm what's coming to him.
Putnam's just up ahead. You can't miss.
I don't care much for your excuses, gentlemen. We should be building on Bunker Hill. Breeds is closer to the city, but it is also closer to their artillery!
Jesus.
I rest my case. I'm going back to Bunker Hill. Good day, gentlemen.
General Putnam.
What?
I'm looking for John.
Oh.
I was told you would be able to help me find him.
He's tucked away inside that city with no reason to leave. As long as that ship continues its assault, we'll never flush him out.
But if the ship was silenced,
Oh, then he's forced to get off his arse and come forward.
Leave it to me.
this flag to signal my success.
And I shall speak fondly of you at your funeral.
I'm always underestimating him. Stay in motion to avoid being hit by incoming cannonballs. Good advice!
All this destruction from a ship? Covering quite the range. Maybe it's jump in the water. Are we swimming out to it? Yeah!
Not the best dive.
Whistle. Whistle. Oh.
Ooh.
So that guy's a new recruit, you can tell because his coat is so much
Yeah,
better than
exactly.
everyone else's. It's his first day of battle. And it'll be his last.
Oh. Up the chin. Cool. One down.
advantage, and you tremble. They've better numbers, you say. Better weapons, better training. But I do not fear. And neither should you. For what they have in material, they lack in conviction and care. But not us. We have discipline. We have order. And most importantly, we have passion. We believe. So maintain vigilance. Conserve your ammo. Ensure a proper line of sight. And above all else, men, do not fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
I would agree to get to meet Alexander Hamilton.
Yeah. And when this game came out, it wasn't as...
We'll all be damned. You did it.
That was quite a speech.
Lies, all of it, I'm afraid. Still,
good lies.
Such words have carried us thus far.
What a pity.
He's left Boston, as I said he would. Set up camp on Molten Hill. There's no good way to get at him. Not with that maelstrom brewing down below. I suppose you could circle around a bit and wait for us to thin their ranks.
There's a lot of people. A lot of soldiers.
There is no time. I will have to chance a direct approach.
That's twice today you proposed the impossible.
I see no other choice.
I hope you were successful the first time.
March here, son.
I expect an apology on my return.
I don't think you'll get it, but I mean... Definitely was you for one for the first time we doubted you.
I think the first doubting was forgivable. Now he's proven himself. He's like, you can't doubt me now.
He didn't know you were such an expert climber. Murder bush.
Yes. This is my murder bush. Come to my murder bush. You like my murder bush?
It's just a murder bush.
Whistle. Come on, be able to whistle.
They had a whistle in this game.
There are people. They're so ripe for the taking. There's so many near the murder bush.
There's a ton of people in the murder bush. How do they not see you? Okay.
Well, they do now. That was a missed opportunity, dude. You could have killed at least one person in the murder bush.
Well, let's get this guy. Oh, okay.
Boom. You can take his horse. He's got a pretty horse.
He's gonna need that horse to get out of there.
Why did you do this?
To protect Adams and Hancock and those they serve. You meant to kill them.
Kill them? Are you mad? I wanted only to parley. There was so much to discuss, to explain. You put into that now.
If you speak true, then I will carry your last words to them.
They must lay down their arms. They must stop this war.
Why them and not the Redcoats?
Do you not think we asked the same question of the British? These things take time. And it would have succeeded had you let me play my part.
Part of the puppeteer.
Or better, we hold the strings on another.
No, the strings should be severed. All should be free.
Breaking the wheel.
And we should live forever on castles in the sky. You wield your blade like a man, but your mouth like a child. And more will die now. Because of that.
Sahoju jänerene o teenam da setakwe. Sinio ne yaho teena tam da setakwe. Sahoju jänerene o teenam da setakwe. Sinio ne yaho teena tam 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 da setak
How dare you sneak up on me like that? Why don't you just go out there and just help this
Here comes that apology.
Don't ever do that again, you hear me? God damn it!
General Putnam.
You live.
General
The
Oliver.
same cannot be said for Pitcairn.
Well done, I suppose. But it matters little now. I'm ordering a full retreat.
Why?
We have lost too many in exchange for too little. If the Tories want this hill so badly, let them have it. Boston is the true prize.
We have a bigger problem.
What do you mean? This can't be right. It says they plan to murder Washington.
Well, that's not surprising. If you're going after the big kahuna, he's the big kahuna.
Mm-hmm. Their eyes cut off the head of the snake. Connor didn't get his apology. Didn't think Putnam was going to give him an apology, to be fair.
Putnam is not exactly the soft and cuddly type.
Mm-mm.
Part of me, as I'm looking at some of these people, and I'm like, yeah, if I was casting this, I'd probably put Tommy Lee Jones as Putnam.
Oh, yeah.
Like that sort of grizzled, seen too much, kind of, you know, I don't know, just in my brain that makes sense. And so, yeah, I don't exactly see him as a soft and cuddly type.
So, are you Team Templar now? I mean, they're trying to save lives.
Oh, the hell they are. That, like, I think William Johnson, and it was kind of echoed by Pitcairn as well. This idea that, like, let me be the puppet master for your own good. I'm going to kill you so that other people don't kill you. And when I do it, it's somehow okay and altruistic. And when they do it, it's evil and savage. It's like, no. I love what Connor said. There should be no puppet strings. No, we sever the strings. Enough of this self-righteousness and, like, I can do what's best for you nonsense.
Well, I think what William Johnson was trying to say is that by buying up the land or whatever, and if, like, the Native Americans would have just listened to him, instead of fighting him, then, like, he would have gotten the land, and then the colonists would never eventually come for the land anyways and kill them. So he was trying to save people, but they resisted him, so he had to kill them. And so I think that was his rationale.
Okay. I can understand how that's how he rationalized it to himself, but, like, he wasn't dealing with them in good faith or treating them respectfully. So the idea that, he'd buy the land to make it like a sanctuary or some sort of wildlife preserve that they can inhabit for forever under his protection is BS if he can't treat them with respect in the first place. And one of the, I believe you said it was the Iroquois tribe, one of them mentioned, like, but you are taking the land and destroying the land. So, like, they had no reason to trust that even if that was his motivation, to, like, give them a safe place, that he's actually going to do that because they've seen the actions he's taken, which would contradict that.
The thing with the Templars is they believe the worst in people, and they just, in believing the worst in people, they try to, like, basically treat the general public like people, like kids. And, like, for your own good, I'm going to have to do this because, I'm going to have to put a lock on the cookie jar because you can't be trusted to eat just one cookie, so.
Whoever eats just one cookie? Seriously.
But yeah, I mean, that's just like that. That's just the vibe I'm getting. And, like, I mean, some of it is true, and they that is how people are violent and are gonna make poor decisions. But it's like, wouldn't you rather have, like, if that's the cost of freedom, right? And of and free choice, is that there will be hopefully you learn from the mistakes. You gotta, like, again, like, you gotta kind of make the mistakes to hopefully learn from the past and not repeat them.
Just like Connor had to learn by letting William Johnson go the first time.
Yep.
Like, he had to learn the almost that, like, cost of doing business thing where it's like, Achilles is telling you you're an assassin. You really are a pacifist at heart. You don't want to kill people. You found a workaround. That's great and wonderful. But Achilles is coming at this from decades more experience than you. And he kind of has that sense of, like, no, you're going to have to do it this way. But Connor had to make the mistake to then know that he had to do it that way versus doing it just because he was told and then always wondering, like, did I have to do that? Was that the right decision? It's like, no, by making the mistake and hearing the speech, he had to know that that was the way to go forward. Now, unfortunately, some people lost their life in that battle that could have otherwise been saved had he taken the action Achilles recommended the first time. But again, that's how you learn. Next time he goes forward, he'll probably be a bit less merciful.
You can also see the idealism in Connor when he was, saw people slain, butchered his people. And the one guy that was giving him a hard time, like didn't trust him at first. I forgot his name.
Putnam?
No, not Putnam. The guy before Putnam.
Barrett.
Barrett, yeah. So Barrett was basically saying that, like you did save like a lot of lives today and like you did a lot of good. And it's like, yeah, but there's a lot of bad that also came of it as well. It's just
enough.
like, yeah, it's too much. Any one innocent person dying is one too many. But unfortunately, that's just not the way the world works. Not to sound like a Templar, but you just do the good where you can, and and then hope that there's more people like you, and you maybe inspire more people, and just go from there.
I think like that's the thing with the Templars is the Templars have this incredibly negative perspective of humanity, but it's also paired with an arrogance and self-righteousness that they know better than everyone else. Like they are the few chosen who know better than everyone else. I love Connor's idealism. I would love if there were more idealists like Connor, I think, in the world. At the same time, there's the in-between, right? There's the realists. Prepare for the worst. Hope for the best. Trust, but verify. You can, I think, move through the world in a way that will allow you not to look on everybody else as like some sort of villain or, to quote Chi-Chi, a degenerate, but also understand that like you don't want to be taking advantage of yourself or whatnot. So, there's a happy medium. There's a realist path. I think the big thing about the Templars too, besides like the negative outlook paired with the self-righteousness, is also the fact that like when you have that negative outlook, it says volumes about the kind of person you probably are. When somebody is incredibly distrustful, to me, it tells me that there's probably a reason that they have that outlook from a certain set of experience and therefore may be less worthy of trust than somebody who is inherently trusting. And then you go like, oh, like they probably trust because they themselves are in fact trustworthy. So I think that's the other thing with the Templars too, is like by having such a terrible outlook, I can't help but be repulsed by it and be like, oh, so you guys are terrible people. Because you assume everybody is terrible. Therefore, you must be operating from your level of experience and how you operate in the world.
Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments, and check out our Patreon if you want early ad-free access, or join our YouTube membership. And thanks so much for seeing our reaction for Assassin's Creed 3, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.